Having a great listing is everything when you're trying to launch a new product, rank, and make as many sales as you can. I'm starting a brand new series right here on my YouTube channel. I'll release a new video every week or every other week, a new series, guys, where I'm going to break down new releases or brand new product launches. Now, I don't know who these sellers are, but I do want to review their listings and help them out. I'm going to show you exactly what I think as an Amazon coach and expert reviewing newly launched products to see how they did with their product listing. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. Those of you are my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on my YouTube channel, I release weekly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and personal development. If you enjoy that type of content, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling, broke drug addict 7.5 years ago to being able to build and own multiple six-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the video. What I'm going to be going over is Amazon product listing, listing optimization, keywords, ranking, product launches, and a little bit of touch on PPC. In the beginning, guys, as you're, find a product, you've sourced the product, you've ordered samples, when is it a good time to create your product listing? The best time to create your product listing, guys, of course, is as soon as possible, as close to the launch date as you possibly can. Now, do you still get a full honeymoon period? What is the honeymoon period? The honeymoon period, guys, is incredibly important. This is the first 2 to 3 weeks right after you launch or first go live with your product. Once it gets to Amazon, it's the honeymoon period. This 2 to 3 weeks is incredibly important for launch, for ranking and indexing. And during this time where you want to get as many sales, reviews, and start ranking as best you can to prove to Amazon that you have a good product. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to go through and show you how you have a really well optimized listing that gets people to click on it, to get people to convert into sales, and how you start ranking for your main keywords so you can, make consistent sales. What I thought I'd do with this fun series is just pull up random listings that are in the new release list, and let's see how good of a job these sellers did with their product listing, and kind of what I would do if I was on a coaching call with this person or seller and tell them how to improve their listing. So I went through here, and we're going to pull up just a product listing today. I found it down here. It's a container set. And then I want to go over the listing and what they could have done better with their pictures, their title, their bullet points, their description. I'll go through all of that. I want to go back. When is the best time to create your product listing in your seller account? Again, it's just the least number of days as possible until when you would launch. If you're having the product manufactured in China, for example, and it takes 30 days, wait till the last 5 or 10 days before production is done. Then you can go ahead and create your listing, get the FNSKU barcode, do the FBA shipping plan, and then let's say you're going with C shipping. That's around 30 to 40 days for fast C shipping DDP. So you only have like 5 or 10 days left in production, and then 30 or 40 days for shipping, and then you launch. You don't want to create your listing and not the shipping plan, especially more than 30 or 60 days before launch, guys. For the shipping plan, it'll automatically close after 90 days. So least number of days as possible between when you create the listing and you launch. Some sellers choose to send all their products to a 3PL or a warehouse like in California. Then they create the listing, then they label the products, then they do the shipping plan and ship them in. So it's only like a week or two until they launch. But I was going through the new release list, and let me pull up this 2-pack. It's number 23. Extra large airtight food container sets. Now, here's the product listing. The first thing I noticed, guys, the title is a bit wordy, so I want to talk about the title here in a minute. But first, let's talk about their no reviews. When you first launch your product, it's incredibly important that the first week you try to get at least 2 to 5 positive reviews. How do we do that? Well, anyone can buy your product, including family, but you don't want to have any family members or really close friends review your product. So anybody can do a search, find, buy for one of your main keywords like airtight food storage containers. Anyone, including family members, can do a search, find, buy, or buy your product. But you don't want family members or close friends to leave a review. So how do you get the first couple of reviews? I always just use friends and friends of friends or distant friends and have them go onto Amazon, type in one of my main keywords, find me on page 3 or 4 or 5, and then buy my product, and then refund them like that. And then they leave a positive review. Even if you can get 2 like distant friends to do that, guys, that's going to help everything. Your ranking, your launch, your PPC campaigns, go much better. So you do want to get a couple reviews. Now, when did this seller launch? They launched on 3/22, so about a week ago, week and a half, 2 weeks. They should definitely have at least 1 or 2 positive reviews by now. If you're just going to rely on the Helium 10 follow-up, you can only expect the follow-up tool to get you like 3 to 10 reviews out of 100 sales. 3 to 5, 3 to 10 reviews out of 100 sales just using the follow-up. So how do you increase that? You want to use an effective product insert card, a thank you card that's included with your product that gives away some additional value. So with this product, I would give some baking recipes for flour and sugar, or tips for storage, a little ebook that the customer could download, and I'd have a QR code or a link to my website on that thank you card, and then I would have my customers scan that QR code, be taken to my website or a ManyChat flow, get their name and email, and then I would send them that ebook or baking list with sugar and flour recipes. So let's take a look here. I don't think I've worked with this brand. I work with a lot of brands where they hire me to do a 30 or a 50-minute coaching call and go through their listing and their campaigns. Let's just do that. So the first thing I noticed, guys, is they only have 3 images. This is a big mistake. Images are everything. Really, they only have 2 images, guys, because if you notice, the first image is the same as the last image. This is a really big mistake, guys. You want to take up and utilize all 7 to 9 images and have amazing quality photos. Photos and videos are incredibly important, guys. Now, their main image I will give them is pretty good. That 2-pack with the Amazon logo, I would not have unless this is Amazon's brand. No, it's sold by Home and Party. So I would not use this Amazon Arrow, but other than that, their main image is pretty good. You want, for the main image, guys, the product is zoomed in as close as possible. It takes up more than 85% of the image space, which this does. It clearly showcases your product. There's no dark shadows. These labels could be, propped up on their side, kind of right here a little better. The funnels or these little filling things, that's great. So their main image is actually good, and then they have this filled out, and they have the canisters full. It would be a mistake if these were not full with sugar and flour. You want to show the product being used, if you can, with your main image. So I do like their main image, except for I would remove this. But other than that, it's actually really good. The second image is just a kind of lifestyle image. They're showing the product. They're showing 3 of them, even though you only get 2, so I'm not sure why they're doing that. So I would only show 2, and then they have one of them with the lids off. I like that. And then I'd have like one of the scoops in there. Oh, they have the scoops right here. So I do like their second image, guys, but they're missing 5 or 6 other images. I would add a couple infographic images for image number 2 and number 3. They should be infographic images, or image 2 and image 4 that, show what size is this? How many cups is it? How much does it hold? How does the lid, does it snap on? Is there a silicone seal around the lid that is airtight and watertight? What about these cups? Is it 1 cup? Is it 2 cups? Is it just for coffee beans? Like, they don't showcase that at all. So the first mistake I see with this seller is only having 2 images. The main image is good, but they need 5 to 7 other images, including 2 infographics, and then the rest can be like lifestyle action shots or model shots would be great. The next thing I want to look at is their price point. So is their price point in line? Let's take a look. Food storage containers. Let me pull up page 1. When you first launch your product, guys, you want to have a pretty competitive or lower price point. You want to be about 10 to 30% lower than most of your main competitors when you first launch. And then slowly, if your target selling price is $29.99, launch at $19.99, and slowly over the next 2 to 4 weeks of your launch, slowly increase the price around $1 until you get from $19.99 up to $29.99, your target selling price. But this seller is priced at $24.99. Let me just see page 1, what these are selling for. So I see a whole pack of like 10 or 8 or 14 for $40. Where's just a 2-pack? Let me do specifically 2-pack. And I'm going to look at page 1 to get an average price, because you want to be, again, like 10 to 30% lower. So I see $30 for 2 here. I see different shape ones, $28 for 2. I see a 4-pack for $22.99. I see a 7-pack for $25. So right there, guys, the seller is making a mistake with their price. Their price point should be lower than these two. They have 7,000 reviews, 380 reviews. Their price point should be $22.99 plus a 15% off coupon. Or I would test that, a $22.99 plus a 10 or 15% coupon. or test just a $19.99 price point. So their price is quite high, guys, at $24.99. Because of these two, that you get more, and you get a 4-piece or a 7-piece, and because these ones have really high reviews, and because they're already on page 1 and ranked well, this price, your price should be lower, what the customer pays. Now, you only pay FBA fees on the final selling price. So if you have your price set to $22.99 with a 10% off coupon, you'll only pay that 15% FBA referral fee on the final selling price. But you want to test different prices, guys. So I'd go like $19.99 straight off $19.99 today. Then I would go like in 2 days to $22.99 with a 10% off coupon. Then a week later, I'd go to $23.99 with a 15% off coupon, and then just slowly keep testing prices like that. And when I say testing, of course you see if you make more sales, but in PPC, check your click-through rates, your session percentages, how many clicks you're getting on all your campaigns, and record it now. What's the CTR and the clicks like versus in a week or two when you change your price? Did the CTR, clicks, and sales improve, all right? And then also conversion rates. Now let's take a look at their bullet points. The bullet points are just all right. The length is good. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet points, which is good. That's a good amount of bullet points. Some new products will have an optional 6 or 7 for total number of bullet points. But let me just pull up here, where was that competitor that had a lot of reviews that's doing well? I want to see what their bullet points look like. So you can see this seller is doing it correctly with having infographics. This is what I meant by infographic images. You know, it shows the features of the product, silicone seal, chalkboard signs included, more lifestyle images like this of the product in a pantry, you know, easy to clean. So let's take a look at, see, these bullet points are much better. See, built to last, secure sealing, great value, easy to clean. So guys, do you see the difference there? Customers, when they get on your product listing, are only going to look at a couple of things. They're going to look at your image. They're going to read the first part of your title. And the first 80 characters is all that mobile shoppers will see before they click on it. And then they're going to read like the first part of your bullet point and then move on. So most customers will not take the time to read all of your bullet points. They look at the image, the price, the review count, the title, part of it, and then just the first part of your bullet points. So this seller here has done a good job of putting the main selling features in the very beginning of their bullet points, and I get the main benefits to this product. It's built to last. It's got secure sealing. I would do like watertight and airtight silicone seal. Great value, easy to clean, and money back guarantee. Versus this one, keep your food dry and safe with these stackable food container set. Well, I already know from your title that it's a 2-pack airtight food storage container, so that's a little bit redundant. Airtight, leak-proof, 4-side locking lid to seal. So there I would say airtight, watertight. And then I would go on. Next one, practical stackable design to help maximize your space. So I would do storage and organization on the max, or max storage and organization, or max space saving, or space ultra safe space saving. There we go. So do you kind of get the idea? So then the next one, made of durable, high quality, 100% BPA free shatter resistant plastic. So here, ultra durable or shatterproof. That would be really good in the beginning. And then set included. It shouldn't be set included. It should be 2-pack value set. Our set comes with 2 large tall containers, capacity 6.5 liter or 220 ounces, 1 measuring spoon set, 3 sticky labels, or you could do like value set or bundle. Like you could essentially call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could do 7-piece because they are essentially getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in this bundle. So bundle set, or money saving bundle, something like that, to make these bullet points look better. So guys, that's going to go over images, main image, incredibly important, reviews, price. Now let's look at and bullet points. Now let's look at the title. So let's see how they did with their title. 2-pack extra large airtight food storage containers. That's all right. 6.5 liter, 220 ounce BPA free clear plastic kitchen and pantry organization canisters for flour, sugar, rice, and baking supply, labels, marker, and spoon set. Their title is actually pretty good, guys. If I look at it, you want to have your top 3 to 5 main keywords in here. So if I look at this, I see food storage containers. That's a main keyword. I see storage containers. That's a main keyword. This is probably a longer tail main keyword, airtight food storage containers. I see kitchen and pantry organization. That's a main keyword. And pantry organization canisters. And canisters for flour, sugar. So this seller has done a good job actually of including their top 3 to 5 main keywords in here. I like that. But you also want to make it sound convincing to get the customer to actually click on the product. Have they done that? Yes, I can see that it's airtight, it's large, it's extra large. The customer gets an extra large. It's airtight. All right, that's a benefit I like as a customer. It's a 2-pack. I like that as a customer. It's for sugar and flour, rice and baking supplies. I like that as the customer. And then it includes a label, marker, and spoon set. I like that as the customer. So they've actually done a pretty decent job here of the title is important for 2 reasons. It includes your top 3 to 5 main keywords, sounds convincing to get the customer to actually click on it. They've done a pretty good job. I give them around an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. The bullet points could use some work. That gets like a 5 out of 10. The images get a 2 out of 10. They're missing a ton of them. Now let's look at their description. The description, guys, if you don't have brand registry, which a lot of you won't in the very beginning, you want your description to be roughly 2 to 4 short paragraphs, and you can still use simple or clean HTML formatting. You go to a site like wordhtml.com, and you can write out your description as normal, then click on HTML and click on clean, and that's going to put it in HTML format, and then copy and paste that into your description. Now you can only use like a space and bold and maybe a couple of bullet points for your description. I wouldn't do any emojis, no special HTML formatting, just bold spaces like that. All right. So this could be a little bit better. This is just one long paragraph, which is what it'll show up like if you just put it in your description. So I would space this out and add at least one more section that's about this long to have at least 2 to 4 short paragraphs that expand further on the product's main selling features and connect with the customer on an emotional level. Because if you look at the competitor's description, look what you're competing against. Their description is nicely spaced out with HTML format. This is exactly what I was talking about. So you can do bold on the first sentence. They've done a couple bullet points right here. That's great. And they've spaced it out. So there's a space here. There's a space here. That's done with this Word to HTML converter. Okay. So that would be written out and spaced out, and then copy and paste the HTML simple clean formatting into your product description on the back end of your listing under description tab, product description. One additional tool, guys, that I want to share with you is Helium 10 Listing Analyzer. You can actually pull this tool up and enter your URL or ASIN, and then you can see here, guys, that it breaks down. Like how good a job Helium 10 tells you did you do with your title. Title contains over 150 characters. There's 5 bullet points. The main image is on a white background. It's at least 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. Is there more than 7 images? No. Does it include a video? No. Is there more than 20 reviews? No. So this is incredibly helpful. How much total revenue does this seller have, or ASIN, versus the market average, number of reviews versus the market average. And then down here, it shows you like which keywords you're starting, or phrases are you starting to rank for organically. Organic rank 1 through 20 is page 1. So you can see that this seller, you want to go after keywords that have at least 1,000 or more search volume, or you can go as much as 800 or more, but they're in position 3, position 6, position 6. This is a big keyword here, 14,000 searches per month. They're in position 10, which is page 1 at the top. So use this tool to keep an eye on Helium 10 evaluation of your listing and which keywords you're starting to rank for. Finally, guys, you want to pay attention to these questions. So this seller has actually done a good job. Do you see right here, buy home and party seller, buy home and party seller? So this seller has done a good job of when a customer asks a question, you always want to answer these right away. You can actually do these right from your seller account. You're allowed to do that, which the seller has done a good job of. They get a really good high score on my end for that. So the question asks, is a 6.5 220 ounce capacity description doesn't really help. Will it hold a 5-pound sack of flour? And am I able to measure out of it without spilling? Yes. Our 220 ounces approximately 13.75 pounds. The answer, though, guys, is not so good. So the customer asked, will it hold a 5-pound sack of flour? And am I able to get my measuring spoon in it without spilling? the customer just said yes, yes, 220 ounce, approximately 13 point, approximately with a wrong spelling with a number 3 at the end, 13.75 pounds. So that's not very clear. Instead, I would say yes. Our canisters will each hold a 5-pound bag of flour or sugar. Actually, I would say more specific. It will hold 1.5 bags of a normal size bag of flour or sugar. And you can use our included measuring spoons that measure 1 cup, 2 cup, half cup, and scoop it right out of our canister without spilling. And then they don't need to know the pounds that it holds, just the ounces or the cups of capacity. Most people who are using this product are storing, sugar and flour. And so think of what they'll be using the product for measuring, a cup of sugar, half cup of sugar, half cup of flour. So you want to kind of answer in those terms. And then what was the other question? It's not very clear. Again, 16.5 liter, 13 liter total, or 6.5 liter total. This actually I think is kind of fake. I think the seller actually asked this themselves and then put the answer there, because most American consumers would not ask about liters. That's not a standard measurement. We do ounces, cups, or pounds in the United States. So I actually think that that is kind of a fake question that the seller asked from maybe their customer account and then answered it from their seller account, which you can do, but that's not really helpful or benefiting this seller. All right. Okay, guys. And then that's pretty much it as far as a full listing analysis of this product and product listing. I hope you found this video valuable, this tutorial on listing optimization and review. I'll make sure to bring you 1 or 2 of these videos every week or every month. And I look forward to seeing you on the next series of listing optimization. I will see you then.